Matt from Ace Appliance in Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to another in-home diagnostic video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Okay, well, what we have going on here is the auger assembly. It is actually freezing up, and what's happening is the ice bin is thawing, which is causing the water to drip down into the auger assembly. And then when you're calling for ice, you can just kind of hear a hum, and the auger is not actually turning. So what we're going to do is replace the little flapper, which is called a flap. It's a flapper assembly and a stepper motor to get a better seal. To remove the front panel here, there are 3 tabs that are going to be on the underside. Pressed. The unit is unplugged. That'll give you access to the panel. You just go ahead and disconnect all your connections to it to get this out of the way here. Okay, and what we're going to be replacing is this whole assembly here. So you got your water line that's going to hook into it. The wiring, you just kind of pull this all out, and then you should have maybe like 1 or 2 mounting screws. So we'll go ahead and start clearing away some of this wiring, and that gives you the exposure to your mounting screws here. Actually, we'll disconnect the water line. It's a quick disconnect. You push in, hold down on the blue tab, pull straight back out. Get that out of the way there. Just lift all your wiring up. You're gonna wanna figure out which wire goes to your stepper motor here. Disconnect that harness. So right now, should be pretty much free. We just got to take these 2 mounting screws off. The whole assembly should slide right out. Okay. We just got 2 Phillips screws here on each side. And then there's little plastic tabs right here and right here. And you can depress. A little bit of water that was still in there. Okay, well, what we have, this piece here is not going to clear the trim, so what we're going to do is remove the outer trim panel here. We got this one out here. We're going to go ahead and sort of slide our new one into place. keep all your wiring up out of the way. Snap right in there. Okay, so on the install, you got these little connectors for the paddles that you want to just sort of hook into these little clips so the wires don't get lost or pinched when you're reinstalling. So you just kind of snap those in there. Bring them forward. One side snapped in, the other side clipped in. So pull your excess slack up on your wiring. Okay, well once we kind of have all of our wiring up towards the front here, you want to make sure all this wiring comes on the other side of your stepper motor, because it's going to have to fit in these front tabs here. So once you have all your wiring forward, snap that into place. Put your cover back on there. And you're just going to kind of feed your wiring. You got your main wiring, which is going to go underneath the first tab. Actually, before you do that, put your 2 mounting screws back in. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to put our 2 mounting screws back in here. And we're going to go ahead and feed our wiring. You're going to hook your stepper motor back into the harness. Make sure you got all your wiring up here to the front. And we're going to run the water line, snap that back in up along the top here. It's going to just press right into the fitting, just like that. It'll lock in. Okay, I'm just going to slide the cover back into place there. Okay, now it's just a matter of plugging the panel back in, snapping it up into place. You got your tabs that go on the underside here. You got your 3 tabs on the bottom. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and reconnect all of our harnesses here. Just do kind of a quick once over, make sure all the connectors are hooked in properly. You don't have anything loose. Just sort of tuck the rest of the wiring. Back up under your tab there. So we got all the wiring connected. Slide it up underneath here. into place. And the repair is completed. Okay, now we're going to replace the auger motor. So we're going to remove the ice pan. Sits on a couple tabs right there on each side. You got 2 Phillips screws. Pull the cover off. That'll expose your ice maker. And you got 4 1/4-inch screws on the bottom panel here. And you're gonna go ahead and take out your 4 1/4-inch. Put this all off. If you take these 2 screws out, it's got a little spring-loaded mechanism that's in there that'll pop up on you. Okay, we're gonna just go ahead and lift the geared piece right off. See, there's a little bit of ice, or a little bit of rust around the auger. So you can definitely tell that there has been some moisture in there. We got 4 more 1/4-inch. The auger's gonna lift up. You got a connector on the underside that hooks into the auger. Okay, so we got our new auger here. We're gonna go ahead and hook up the power connector to it. Like that. Set it down into place. You install the 4 1/4-inch mounting screws. Okay, we're going to go ahead and set our little spring-loaded coupler in place there. Okay, we're going to be setting our cover back on. Notice this has got like a hex shape to it, and the top of the drive coupler there has a hex shape, so you might have to sort of maneuver it around to get it to line up when you're setting this down. If necessary, you could remove these 2 screws and the whole assembly will come out, and then you could manually line it up. There, I just kind of moved it around a little bit, got it to line up. Should seat flush, and you shouldn't be able to really turn it too much by hand. Okay, we got 4 1/4-inch screws. Okay, we're going to go ahead and reinstall our cover now. We got our ice bucket. Pop that back in, and we will go ahead and test operation. Okay, to check operation, what you could do, reach your hand over to press your 2 light switches, and then call for ice. You can actually see the auger motor turning. Thank you for watching another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com.